Hi everyone, my name is Celeste. Welcome and thank you for being here. Today's class is going to be a playtime handstand flow. Now, I specifically put the word playtime there because I really encourage you to take this whole training as a playful moment for yourself, no matter whether you have already been doing handstands for a long time or if you've never tried them before. This is an opportunity to be playful and to embrace the wobbles and embrace the falls and just take it really easy and enjoy the time. Perhaps if you're like me a few years ago, you might be thinking, nah, I'm not strong enough to do a handstand, or nah, I'm not flexible enough to do it, or I'm too old to start training handstands. But trust me, all of that is not real. Handstanding is a skill, and like any other skill, we can progressively train to achieve a good handstand. So as well as training the alignment, the position of the shoulders, of the hands, the wrists, the strength, flexibility, etc., we also need to focus and train our vestibular system and our visual system, since these two systems are very important when it comes to balance. They give a lot of information to our brain, so our brain feels safe, and if our brain feels safe, then it allows us to accomplish bigger and greater things. So as usual, before we begin, if you have any props that you would like to bring to you to support your practice, I do recommend to have blocks with you. If you don't, it's all good. And if you really want to use blocks but you do not have them, perhaps you can find something that can act as a block, such as a very thick anatomy book or perhaps an encyclopedia that you have around. So bring it to you and let's begin. So today we're going to start standing up. I invite you to choose a comfortable stance. Perhaps you want to have your feet hip width or a little bit wider. Lengthen, grow tall, tall, tall all the way up. Imagine you had a little apple hovering over your head and you would like to push it up to the ceiling. Rest your arms beside you, relax your shoulders. Big inhale. And when you exhale, close your eyes. If you don't feel like closing your eyes, you can keep them open or just soften your gaze down. And here we use these first few moments to arrive and to ground. I want you to feel the ground beneath your feet. And let's begin by focusing on your breath. Every time you inhale, your belly and your chest grow big and wide. They fill up with air. And when we exhale, there's a natural contraction that allows the air to flow out of the body. Keep it soft and relaxed. And every exhale is an opportunity to release, to drop. Release any tensions on the shoulder, perhaps your jaw, your facial expression, your eyes. And feel into the wobbles or the adjustments that your body has to do in order to keep you standing. Sometimes we feel that when we're in stillness like this or any other position, the body is just like not doing anything. But there's always this little dance inside of us, little contractions, relaxations here and there that allow us to be standing, to hold us upright. Remember to keep it soft. And right here, I would like us to do a little visualization of ourselves, like we were looking at ourselves from outside, doing the most amazing handstand ever. Even if you have never seen yourself doing one, use the power of your imagination to imagine nailing the perfect handstand with the most detail that you can. And yes, feel proud. Perhaps in your visualization you can do a little happy dance. And now I would like you to imagine yourself falling safely from a handstand, because it can happen. We can fall, and it's all good. We just need to learn to fall safely, to not be scared of it. So imagine you are going into a handstand and you find a little wobble and you fall. But you're okay. You stand up again and you try again. And this time, one more time, is the best handstand ever. In your mind, go down. Again, do a little happy dance because you did the best handstand in your life. Remember that falling is part of learning anything really. So it's important to learn to fall safely and not be scared of falling. So let's take a deep inhale through the nose. Sigh it out through the mouth. Place both your palms over your eyes, like creating a little cave for them. Open your eyes in the darkness. And very gently take your hands off your face. Awesome. Now we're going to place palms together and we're going to start rubbing the hands for a little bit of sensory. Remember, hands, very important for the brain. The brain is really interested in our hands because it has loads of little joints, same as our thoracic spine and our feet. Awesome. Rubbing the outsides, the thumb, all the way. And again, it's not a pressure, it's just like rubbing, creating some heat. And actually, let's place our hands in front of us and just rub, 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 rub. And don't stop, don't stop. Don't stop until you start feeling it on your shoulders, perhaps on your chest. Keep it going, keep it going, keep it going, keep it going. Awesome. Relax. Now we go to our wrists. Great. Remember, the brain really likes to first get some sensory information and then it will move way better. So the motor part will be much easier because your brain's like, I already know where my wrist is because you just stroke it. So I know how to move it better. Now let's go. Let's start actually place our hands on the shoulder and whoosh, slide your arm all the way to your fingertips. One more time and another one. And then we turn it over and we start at the tip of the fingers and whoosh all the way up. Whoosh. One more, and then we change the arm. It starts at the shoulder, palm down, all the way to the fingertips. Really go all the way to the fingertips. One more, flip it and start at the fingers and run up. Also, now we place hands on the chest. We rub the chest, really rub the collarbone. Awesome. Now at the back of the neck, and we just stroke around the neck. You can scratch your head to awaken the skin on the skull. Awesome. Now let's go to the face and we're going to do a washing the face movement around your eyes. Be really gentle. Remember, it's a soft touch, not pressure. Awesome. Around the ears. Great. Some stroke. My mic doesn't really allow me to do this very well, but you've got it. Now let's go to the shoulder and really rub the scapula, the shoulder, the area where your clavicle meets your shoulder. The other way, shoulder, big, big rub. The scapula as far as you can get. Awesome. Now let's go to the rib cage and belly, to the groin, sides. And now let's take the right arm out and we're going to tilt the body slightly towards the left. Place your hand on your right rib. If you can get there, if it's too far, perhaps you can do it a little bit more forward. And I want you to take the deepest inhale you've ever taken in your life. But I want you to really focus on feeling the right lung. So inhale as much as you can, as much as you can. And exhale down, and let's go to the other side. Left arm out, tilt the torso towards the right. Place your right hand over the ribs, the left ribs. Remember, at any height that you can possibly put your hand. And again, inhale deep, deep, deep through the nose. The deepest possible, and feel the lung, the left lung. And exhale, we come up to standing. Amazing. Now let's come to stand near the top of the mat. Feet hip width. Inhale, sweep the arms all the way up. Try to touch the ceiling with your fingers. And exhale, we bend the knees, hinge of the hips, and fold forward. From here, we are gonna rub our calves. Drop your head, rub the calves, rub the shins and all the lower leg. Rub your ankles, inside as well, toes. Awesome. And now we lift the torso halfway. We're gonna rub, you can keep your knees bent, and let's rub the knees at the back, the thighs, the outside of the leg, the back, the hamstrings, and then we come up to standing and we rub the bum cheeks, the lower back, and you can do little fists with your hands and rub as high as you can on your back. And if you have the possibility, you can use a wall and just rub. I know this might look a bit weird, but you can rub your spine so you can you can round your spine a little bit and just like rub all the way, the back. Perhaps now my shirt is gonna be all blue. We'll see later. Nice. Once you've done that, let's come back to stand near the top of the mat. And now we're gonna inhale and bend the knees, hinge of the hips, and lift your arms up for Anukatasana. Now I really want us to think handstand. From now on, we're gonna think position of the handstand. So I want you to keep your palms up like you were saying stop. Spread the fingers, lift all the way up, and push your shoulders towards your ears. And from here, we're gonna bend the head up and look towards the middle of your thumbs. You are gonna be in this position where you're in a handstand, but on your hands. And then from here, we're gonna do some scapular movement. So we're gonna take them down, so shoulders away from ears, bring them up, shoulders kissing ears, down, shoulders away, up, shoulder kisses ear, one more down, and up. Inhale here, and then we exhale and we drop the torso slightly. Don't relax just yet. Take your weight towards your right and extend back your left leg to a warrior three. Push through the heel, hips are square. Actually, let's point the toes of the back leg. And again, think in handstand. Take your arms up. If it's too much, you can stay here, it's all good. Of course, you can keep the right leg bent. And again, think handstand. Push ears to shoulders, kiss in the ears. Hands are pressing through the heels of the hands. And then very gently, we're gonna bend the right knee. Take the left leg out, place it on the mat. Take your arms to the mat and strong, really strong through the arms. Push through the center of the spine up. Imagine you had a heavy backpack and you needed to push it up to the ceiling. Very strong through the arms, and lift your right leg up, knee to chest. Inhale. Exhale, place the right leg between the hands, and we inhale and sweep it up to a warrior two. Now, remember warrior two, find your comfortable stance. There's no need to be super wide. You don't really need to have your hips towards the front. There's gonna be a slight kind of tilt of the hips towards the diagonal. Extend your arms out long. Try not to flare your knees too much to the outside. Keep them more or less in the center. Now do little fists with your hands. Give me some wrist circles. I know you might be thinking, my legs are super tired already. It's all good. It's part of the handstand training. To the other side. Very big and expressive circles. Awesome. We stop, spread your fingers out, spread them, really spread them, active. Shoulders down, away from the ears. And imagine you were trying to touch the front and touch at the back as well, like there were two magnets and you were metal. And then let's inhale and straighten the right leg up. Take your arms out. Relax a little bit. Relax, maybe do a shimmy. And then bend the front knee again. Come back to warrior two. Place your front arm, you can rest it on the leg. And then the left arm will push through the heel of the hand. Spread the fingers. Fingers are facing the ceiling. Really spread them. The torso is towards the front. Head is towards the front. We inhale here, and if you can already feel some tingling sensation on these three fingers, thumb, point, and middle finger, then I want you to stop there. If you're like, nah, I don't really feel nothing, remember to really push through the heel, take your shoulder down, and now we're gonna tilt the head away, and from here we're gonna lift shoulder up, take it down. You might feel the pressure on those three fingers, releases when we take it up, and then we're gonna move the wrist down, up, fingers down, and up. One more time, and up. Awesome. Come back to warrior two. Inhale here. And then if you have a block with you, grab the block. And we are gonna bend the front knee, release the left arm, place your block more or less a little bit in front of your front leg, and very strong through the leg, very strong, push it up for a half moon. Take your left arm up, keep your right knee bent. You can try to see if you can face forward. The left leg is either pressing against the heel or pointing. Really strong, keep the leg super active. Inhale here. And from here, imagine you were moving through honey. So very slowly, we're gonna step really far away and open for a goddess. Now your feet are open to the diagonals. Drop as low as possible, really. And I want you to place your hands behind your knees and press your hands against the knee and the knee against the hands. So you might feel your glutes are way more active. Now from here, imagine you tuck your pelvis, even if it's the slightest movement. Inhale, lift your arms up. Handstand, think handstand. Push up, 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 shoulders kiss the ears. And you press against the ceiling through the heels of the hands. Inhale. And then when we exhale, we're gonna turn towards the front of the mat for a high lunge. And then we're gonna move the torso diagonally. So we're making a diagonal line through the back heel all the way to the head. And we're gonna do the biggest, most expressive shoulder circles you've done in your life. Inhale, ear to shoulder, biggest, biggest, biggest. Your hands try to kiss each other at the back. One more. Super big and expressive. Try not to flare your chest. Keep it centered. The movement comes from the shoulders. Inhale up. And exhale, frame the right foot. Step it back to a plank. Inhale here. Exhale, drop the knees, bend the elbows, drop it all the way down to the mat. Inhale, lift the chest for a cobra. Elbows are hugging the body. Exhale, we push it back to a child's pose. We take a breath here. Inhale through the nose. Exhale and we side it down. Inhale and come kind of like a tabletop. Tuck under your toes. Lift your hips up for a downward facing dog. Amazing team, you're doing so good. And from here, we're gonna do some scapula circles, if you can. If not, we're just gonna take the ears, shoulders away of the ears, and we push the floor away, and we bring ears to kiss shoulders. Drop the shoulders, are far away from the ears. Then we push up. One more time. And then we push up. Amazing. Inhale and lift your heels up. Exhale, bend the knees, look towards the front of the mat and step your feet forward. Inhale, lengthen the spine. Exhale and fold, drop the head, relax your jaw. From here, now bend the knees, hinge of the hips, lift the hands up. Remember, think handstand. The palms are gonna be doing this like stop movement, ears kissing the shoulders. Tuck the tailbone a little bit. Try not to flare the ribs. Keep them centered. And look up between your hands. Amazing. Take a breath. Inhale. And exhale, drop the torso. And now we take the right leg back to a warrior 3. Remember to keep the hips square, point the back toes. Again, let's think handstand. Push through the heel of your hand and look between your fingers. Inhale here, and then we exhale, drop the hands, drop the back leg to the mat, strong through the arms, and lift the left knee towards the chest for a 3-legged plank. Inhale here. Try not to drop the head. Keep it in line with the spine, like making a double chin. And exhale. Place the left foot between the hands and open it for a warrior 2. Just gonna change so I face you. Spread your hands out long and give me some big wrist circles, but now using your fingers. Really use your fingers, expressive circles. Keep your front leg active, back leg as well. Imagine this line of energy through your back leg. Big circles, change direction. Now we inhale, sweep the arms up, straighten the front leg. Exhale, come back to a warrior 2. Release the front hand. You can put it wherever you fancy. And the arm that stays out long, the right arm, will push through the heel of the hand to the wall. We face forward and really push, drop your shoulder down. If you feel the tingling on these 3 fingers, then just stop there. If not, you can tilt the head away. And let's do some shoulder up, down, up, down. By the way, we are flossing the nerve here. And now the wrist, fingers down, up, down, up, down, up. Come back to a warrior 2. Grab your block. Place it more or less at the front of the front foot. Very strong through the legs. Bend the front leg, grab your block, drop your torso, and shoop. Lift your right leg up. Straighten your right arm up. Feel the wobbles. If you fall, it's no problem. I am super wobbly today, but it's absolutely fine. And now as we were moving through honey, we step the back foot open to a goddess. Amazing. We're here again. Remember to keep super active glutes. Tuck your tailbone slightly in. Rib cage does like this little rounding. Inhale, sweep the arms up. Exhale, bend the elbows, cactus the arms, open the chest. And then exhale, we round the spine. We try to kiss each other, elbows at the center of the body. The arms are open to the sides. And then lift it up, 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 up until you can't anymore. And then open. And then again, round the spine, elbows kiss at the center of the body. Up, 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 and open one more time. Shoop. Open. Amazing. Now, I'll just move like this. Now from here, we are gonna turn to a high lunge. Remember to drop the torso to create this diagonal line. Inhale, sweep the arms up. And then we are gonna do shoulder circles, but towards the back. Remember to keep soft ribs. Whoosh. Try to make them big and expressive. Comes from the shoulder, one more. You've got this. Awesome. And then from here, inhale and push it up to Tadasana. Amazing. Team, you're doing so good. Place one hand on the chest, one hand on the belly. Take a deep breath. Inhale through the nose. Exhale, side it out. One more inhale. Exhale, side it out. You can do a little shake. Shake them legs. Keep them tapping. You can kiss them. Well done, babies. You're doing awesome. Wrap them a little bit. Yes, you might be thinking, what's going on this leg workout? Where's the shoulder and the hands? But trust me, you are also gonna really need your legs to do a handstand, even though it doesn't look like. Come to stand near the top of the mat. Inhale, sweep the arms all the way up. Exhale, bend the knees, hinge of the hips and fold forward. Inhale, lift the torso halfway, lengthen the spine. And exhale, we fold. Place the hands on the mat if you can. If you feel like no, you can't, you can grab blocks like so. or like this would be better, if possible, because you have more base. And from there, spread the fingers, index fingers facing forward, and focus your eyes on a point in the mat in between your thumbs. And then what we're gonna do is bend the knees and straighten the arms. Push the shoulders to kiss your ears. Lift your heels up. Really engage those fingers, and you can slightly take the weight towards your hands. Take it down. One more. Shoulders are kissing the ears. And then exhale. Place the hands on the mat. Step it back to a plank. Inhale here, strong plank. And exhale, and vinyasa, either chaturanga or down to the knees. Inhale in upward facing dog or cobra. Exhale, down dog. Do a little victory dance here. Woo, shake it. Awesome. We come to find stillness. Inhale and exhale, drop your knees, come to a tabletop. Let's do some shoulder blade push-ups. Remember to keep the spine nice and long. And let's drop. Imagine your shoulder blades were trying to kiss each other. And then we push up, up, up. The eye of the elbow should be facing forward. And then drop it. And then push. Drop it down. And again push. One more. And then push. Awesome. From there, let's take it down to a child's pose. Now, I want you to again think handstand. Place the back of your heels as far away as you can from your face. Lift your fingers up towards the ceiling. Rotate the arms. Your elbow eye should be more or less facing the ceiling. And I really want you to relax your tummy as much as you can over your thighs. The hands are pressing forward. Your shoulders should be touching your ears. And you should be lifting your head slightly to look between your thumbs. Remember that this is going to be the position that you will be in an instant. Awesome. And then relax. Drop your head. Big inhale. Exhale. Awesome. Lift the torso up. Come back to a tabletop. Now tuck under your toes. Really keep a nice and long spine. Remember to tuck your chin slightly, like giving a double chin. Tuck under your toes and hover your knees. Now, instantly glutes activated. If you feel like you're arching your spine, remember to bring your tummy in. Now, I'm not saying that you should engage your core and never again breathe in your tummy. Just keep it engaged. And from here, we're gonna do some scapula circles. Make you really big and expressive. If the scapula circles are too much, you can just push down and up. But perhaps the circles gives a little bit of a better mapping for the brain. Awesome. And then push it up to a down dog. Make a little pedal, perhaps a little jump. And come back to stillness. In a down dog, always your shoulders should be kissing your ears. Every time you can drop a little bit slightly to take a breath. Every time your hands are over your head, always think of bringing them all the way up, shoulders touching your ears, not away. Away sometimes gets a little bit unstable, so it's always better to whoosh, keep them up. Cool, better and more stable alignment. Awesome, come back to a down dog. Now from here, step your right foot a little bit further forward. Keep the knee bent. And then we're gonna do little kicks with the left leg. Now, again, think handstand. Push shoulders against the ears. Look between your thumbs. Point your left foot really strong to the leg and whoosh, we kick up. But we don't lift the right leg, just kick up with the left. 1, 2, one more, 3, and 4. One more, 5, and bring it down. Give me some scapula push-ups. 1, 2, away the ears, touch the ears, away from the ears, touch the ears. One more. And now we step the left foot forward. Straighten your right leg, point your toes, and whoosh, kick up. Really kick up and activate those glutes. Really kick up. One more. You can do it. One more. And last one. Awesome. Place both your feet in a down dog. Inhale here. And we exhale and jump. walk. However, your feet forward. Inhale, lengthen the spine. Exhale and fold. Release the head, drop it. And then very articulated, vertebra per vertebra, we roll the spine up. The head is the last thing that comes up, so leave it hanging heavy. You really need to imagine all your vertebrae coming up. Woo, awesome. Now we're gonna do something called smooth pursuits. So basically it's a visual drill. So what we're gonna do is the following. We're gonna stand, choose a stance that is comfortable yet a little bit challenging for you, right? For me, I've been doing some visual drills and vestibular for a bunch of months. So standing with my feet hip width is not challenging anymore. So perhaps you wanna try, you can choose. Maybe feet together, one foot in front. This is the one I'm gonna choose. Or if you're like, got this, you can do only one leg. But for now, I will choose this stance. We're gonna take the thumb. You can choose any feet, it's okay, then we're gonna change. Just remember which one you did. Take the thumb more or less at the height, at the height of your eyes. Focus on your thumbnail, and we're gonna keep the head where it is. And so what we will do is smoothly, we're gonna take the thumb out to the left or the right and follow it with our eyes, but not with our head. And then come back, and again, and come back, one more time, and come back to center, release. Now change the arm, focus on your thumbnail, and again, take it out, just follow it with the eyes, back up, two more, back up, one more, back up. Awesome. Let's change the stance. If you choose your feet together, then just stay there. And now let's do again. Open, back to center. Don't move your head. And notice all the wobbles. Notice which one feels easier. And back to center. Awesome. Change the hand. Just 3. Clearly, this is not my side. 2 more. Has to be smooth. Remember to keep the eyes tracing the thumbnail. Come back. Awesome. Now change back to the other stance. And we're going to do up and down. So take your thumb. It's better if you do it this way, horizontally rather than vertically. Focus on your thumbnail, and without moving your head, take your eyes up, gaze to the thumb, and up. One more. And center. Awesome. Change the stance. Take your thumb out and up. Back down and up. Back down and up and back down. Perfect. Relax. Do a shimmy. Shake them. Shake the arms. Woo. Little kiss to your shoulders for doing such a great job. Awesome. Amazing. So now we're gonna do some isometrics for the eyes. We're just basically gonna keep the eyes fixed in a position. In this case, we're gonna be looking up, and we are gonna add the handstand position, right? So basically, we are gonna be doing an upside down handstand. So place your feet together. Inhale, lift your arms up. Push through the heel like you were holding a box over your head. Fingers are spread. Shoulders kissing the ears. Tuck your tailbone. Relax the ribs. Take your head up and look up between your fingers to a point in the ceiling. Perhaps you find a little dirt. Look up, up, up. Fix your eyes. Try to keep them still. And exhale, and we relax. Yes, it sometimes feels harder to do an upside down handstand than an actual handstand, but it's so good, it's part of the training. All right, let's come to stand at the top of the mat. Inhale, sweep the arms up. Exhale, bend the knees, fold your torso all the way down, relax your head. Place your hands on the mat, step it back to a plank. Inhale here and exhale vinyasa, either chaturanga or down to the knees. Inhaling upward facing dog or cobra, or exhale downward facing dog. Awesome. From here, all right, so drop your knees down. And now we're gonna get to the fun part, that is actually trying to lift both our legs off the mat. I really encourage you to not be afraid. This is all good. And I want you to do it very gently. Just play with little kicks. Even if it's like 1 little inch off the mat, it's enough. So place the hands on the mat. Your fingers are gonna be facing forward. Your index finger, your other fingers are spread. I want you to think that the weight on your hands is gonna be on the knuckles and the tips of your finger and the heel of your hand, and not just like leaving the hands like this, like nothing's going on. Really, really press against the knuckles and use your fingers. Your fingers are super important because they allow you to wiggle the weight, to readjust. If you go too far, you can push the fingers to come back. So place your hands, tuck under your toes. Good position of the hands. Remember, the shoulders are gonna be rotated and pushing against your ears. Eyes fixed. Really come to a down dog, sorry. Take your weight to the hands. Really push the shoulders against the ear. And let's start with the left. And we're gonna do a little kick and back. One more kick and back. Remember, if the kick looks like this, all good. It's amazing. One more kick and back. And another kick and back. Awesome. Come to a down dog. Whew. Inhale, deep breath. Exhale, release, and we change with the right leg. We kick up and kick up. Think of all the things we've been talking through. The shoulders against the ear. You can keep on kicking. Think of hands really active. Think of shoulders externally rotated. Think of the ribs soft and not flaring out. And last time. Awesome. Come to a down dog. Inhale, lift the heels up. Exhale, bend the knees. Look towards the front of the mat and step your feet outside your hands. Feet are open towards the corners. Drop your hips down to a malasana. If this is too much, my dears, you can always be up. I was going to offer the block, but I need you to be active here. So we drop it to a malasana, and now we are going to do some little straddle kicks. So it will look something like this. I'm going to have to move back. So we're going to lift the hips up, position our hands, as we've mentioned before, index finger forward, spread the fingers, shoulders kissing the ears, and what we will be doing is bending the knees and doing like an explosion, like you really needed to push. Take your legs out long. So we bend the knees and we sash out. I don't want to kick my plant. Let's go again. Bend the knees and shush out. And even if it looks like this, it's okay. If it's little tiny, no problem. So let's try. You got this. I give you some time to play around. So I'm more scared of the plant than anything else. I'm gonna move over here. Perhaps like this. I hope I'm not out of frame. Bend the knees and push. Let go. Land softly. Even if your kick is a little tiny one, just really land very softly. I give you 1 more second to play. 2 more seconds. And then we drop it back to a malasana. Wiggle your hips around. Hi. Stroke your body. You're doing so great. Your shoulders. Kiss. Mwah. Love yourself because you're doing awesome no matter what it is that you're doing. So let's stay in a malasana. Press your shoulders against your knees. Inhale and lengthen the spine. And exhale and round the spine. Really rounding, and drop your head and drop your arms. Inhale and exhale, soft. Feel the rib cage expanding and your belly as well, the back. Exhale and release. Now inhale, come up to Malasana. Sit back on your bum. And it's time, guess what? To cool down. So we lay down on the floor, on the mat, wherever you're doing this. And now we are gonna, you can keep your knees up. You can even drop your knees towards the center. Perhaps do a little roll of your hip. Feel your low back. Massage. Awesome. Now let's bring our left arm across the body and with your right arm over more or less between the shoulder and the elbow, we press against the chest very gently. Spread the fingers out wide. Take slow, deep breaths. And then the left arm, we take it out to a T shape. If you can't, straighten the whole arm because you don't have space. Perhaps you want to go do a cactus. And from here, we're going to roll the torso away from the shoulder. Trying to keep the left shoulder blade against the floor. You can drop your head also away from the shoulder. And then everything back to center, and we change the arm. So we take the right arm across, straight arm, fingers are active, and we push the arm against the chest. Then take the arm out, cactus or T shape, and drop your knees towards the left. Feel the shoulder opening. You can turn your head away from the right shoulder. Come back to center. Bring your knees towards the chest, hug them, do some rock and rolls. And then let's bring the knees towards the chest, put your hands on your knees, and then we open them to the sides, out, bring them back to the chest. Remember to start elongating the breath, softening, and then we go the other way around. So we first take the knees out and then we open them to the sides and then bring them back in. A few hip circles here. One more. Amazing. Hug yourself, like actually hug yourself. Bring your face towards your knees. You can kiss your knees. Well done. And then permission to absolutely collapse on the floor for a very well-deserved Shavasana. So you can close your eyes if you wish to. Now I want you to connect to your breath. Really think of inhaling and exhaling with your entire torso, your belly, your chest, your low back. And exhale, and this natural contraction that happens to expel the air out. And again, every exhale is an opportunity to relax, to melt, to release. Imagine the floor would absorb all the tension of your body. Feel the weight against the ground and feel your body melting, really melting on the floor, the earth that supports our weight. And let's visualize again this perfect handstand. Visualize yourself from the outside doing this amazing, most beautiful and aligned and stable handstand ever. And I really encourage you to use visualization as a training method, really. It's a safe way to train. Of course, you're not just gonna visualize and then do it, but it's a great tool, again, to tell your brain, this is safe, it's okay, I'm all good, even if I fall. So it's important to learn that falling is part of it. Deepen your breath. Let go of the visualization. Focus on your breath, relaxing the body. Feel proud of yourself for taking the time to show up. I know handstands is difficult, and yes, it requires skill and some ideas and good balance. But really the most difficult part is showing up for yourself to train. So be very proud of that. No matter what you manage to do or not do in the class, relax your throat, relax your face, your jaw, your tongue, the eyes and the forehead, and breathe. Very gently. Start wiggling your fingers and the toes. Perhaps some circles on the wrists and the ankles. If you want, you can take your arms out long and give a little big stretch. Perhaps a yawn. And very gently roll yourself back up to seated at your own time. Sit comfortable. Inhale and lengthen the spine, grow tall. Place one hand on top of each other at the heart center. Find a moment of gratitude for yourself, but also for all the teachers and the people who have studied before us and really gave us the opportunity to learn from this amazing discipline. Not only handstands, but also yoga. Feel your chest expanding. Let's together finish with a big releasing breath. Inhale through the nose. And exhale and sigh it out. Palms together. Well done everyone. Remember to hydrate, and if you like this class and perhaps you want to train your balance a little bit more, I also have another video on balance. We do a lot of visual and vestibular drills. So if you want, you can go check it out. And if you like this video, I would like to hear from you. It is very important for me to have some feedback. And of course, if you want, you can comment below and ask for anything that perhaps you're interested in. And I will see you on the next class very soon. Bye bye.